Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here with another Lightning Collection review. This time I've got the Wave 9 Tenga Warrior. For those who don't know, the Tenga Warriors are the mass-produced cannon fodder foot soldiers from Season 3 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series and the 1995 Power Rangers movie, in which they were created by Ivan Ooze from the movie and just summoned by Rita Revolto in Season 3 of the original series, which are in separate timelines. As you can see, the Tenga Warrior here is pretty expertly well represented with the black feathers and the purple armour and the metallic teal airbrushing on some of the feathers to give them a sort of reflective look. Because, of course, the Tenga Warriors are supposed to be based on raven, magpie, corvid type birds, and they do have some metallic feathers in them, especially magpies with the tail feathers. But I digress. I don't currently have any Lightning Collection figures of the actual Ranger mold to hand for size comparisons, but I do have the figurized standard 6-inch model kit of Kamen Rider Ryuki, which I've reviewed not too long ago. Link in the description below. Now, articulation wise, you'll have to forgive me because this figure is still fresh out of the box and it's got a few stiff joints. But you've got the usual double ball joint of the neck, restricted by this feathery collar piece here. The beak opens and closes, much like Kingdom Air Razor from my previous review. Then you've got a backward butterfly joint for shoulder flexibility poses. Universal shoulders for in and out and 360-degree motion, hindered by the rubbery collar of the chest piece. Then you've got a bicep swivel, like so. A stiff, almost sort of ratcheted elbow joint. Single elbow because of how thick the musculature is on this design. And then as you can see, the underarm wing pieces overlap in such a way that the wing still looks realistic when you're bending the elbow all the way or straightening it for sort of in-flight or menacing battle poses. The hands have got a 360-degree swivel and a hinge at the palm for more expressive motion, and they can simply be carefully twisted out of the socket to be replaced with the swappable closed fists. Whoops. Like so. But I prefer the splayed hands because they look more menacing. Unfortunately, with the slightly warped sculpting of the fingers of my copy of the Tenga Warrior, it can't properly hold its egg grenade weapon, but I'm sure somebody with enough patience and a bit of blue tack might be able to get that to work. But back to the articulation, there's a sort of ball joint mid-torso for an ab crunch, and an additional hinge below the mid-torso ball joint for an even deeper ab crunch. And sort of mid-torso twisting and such like. Though it's so stiff it's more like the spring-loaded twist-to-punch gimmick on the original He-Man figures. Nothing at the waist due to the way this lower body piece works, but you've got universal hips, hindered only by the rubber butt flap on the pelvis piece here. Thigh swivel. Deep, ratcheted double knee bend that's interfered with by the thickness of the moulding. And universal ankles with a little bit of 360-degree swivel, tilt and rotate all around, both on the actual ankle joint and the foot itself, for dynamic poses. Accessory wise, you get this little sort of slightly lavenderish off-white lightning effect part, an egg grenade that's supposed to be an explosive device, swappable closed fist hand alternate pieces for when they're punching the Rangers on your display shelf, and smaller, more sort of retracted underarm wing feathers, which I'll show off how to attach now. Just gently pull out the larger wing pieces like so. These are not actually attached to the figure in the packaging, they're attached to the cardboard behind the figure, so don't forget to disconnect them from the packaging when you get it out of the box. Then attach the smaller pieces like so to the underside of the forearms, the biceps. The bicep slots are smaller than the forearm slots, so bear that in mind when you're attaching these pieces. As you can see, like so. And here's a comparison of how the arm feathers look in flight mode compared to combat on the ground mode, like so. That more or less concludes my Tenga Warrior review. I've been Sandblaster1987. Thanks again for watching. My next Lightning Collection review will most likely be Dino Thunder Mesogog, but my next review altogether will be Kishiryu Neptune from Ryu Soldier. However, my next video, full stop, will be my January vlog about the top 10 Kamen Rider characters that I would like to see a figurized standard model kit of next. Part 1 of a 2-part video, because this part of the list will be for primary main series riders only. Till then, till all are one, and may the power protect you, always.